Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another weekly update. A bunch of things today. It's going to be a bit longer because there was a Nintendo Direct last week. I'm going to be saving the Direct talk till the end of the video, so if you want to tune out after I talk about updates and stuff, then feel free. So first of all, videos this week. I gotta get kink out of my neck. First of all, videos this week. So there's Golden Sun's going on as usual. I almost missed the updates for Friday and Saturday last week just because I had a rendering problem that kept on happening over and over. Sometimes when I import MP4 videos, specifically recorded on my Elgato, into Vegas Pro 15, it just becomes this horrible screechy mess that doesn't fix itself unless I restart the program or reopen the file or whatever. The video file sounds normal. It's just Vegas. It doesn't read the audio codec right for some reason. And even though the video is fine, since Vegas is reading it wrong, it renders it that way. So the video sounds horrifying. So you got a taste of that with the finale in Sonic Heroes. There's a little part where it's just like, so it kept doing that for one part that I stuck in Friday's video, and I had to keep re-rendering. And since I do it at 60 FPS generally, those renders took like over an hour. It's a long time, and Friday I don't have a lot of time to do stuff, so I had to render Friday and Saturday's video as 30 because I just didn't have the time to do anything otherwise. I know you guys generally don't tell a difference. I can tell a difference, and it just bothers me since it's inconsistency in the project, and I'm slightly a perfectionist in that regard. So I'm kind of upset about that, but it's what's done is done. The videos got up, so we'll just have to deal with that. But this coming week, I'm hoping to not have to go to the doctor Friday morning and waste my entire morning doing that, and yeah. Also, I don't use the Elgato for Dark Dawn generally, so this is hopefully a one-time thing. I was just sticking in a clip from The Lost Age. If you didn't see the video, I won't say where, but yeah. So yeah, videos will continue onward, Monday through Saturday. Based on the progress that we're doing, the series is probably going to end a week or so into April, which is where I want it to be. As I've said before, I'm going to tease my next Let's Plays at the start of April like I always do each year, but because it's the first week of April is also Passover, I don't want to start any new projects because it's just it's going to be a lot of work for me to get everything prepared. So I'm going to use that time to finish Dark Dawn. And by the way things are going, since we're about up to episode excuse me. Since we're about up to episode 30-ish, 31, 32, I think Saturday was episode 31 of both Harvest Moon and I muted that and I forgot to mute my phone. Harvest Moon and Dark Dawn. So yeah, 31. So by April, that should be around episode 60, where I'm assuming that the game is going to end by, because I don't think it was, at least on how long to beat, it's between Golden Sun and Golden Sun Lost Age. Lost Age was in the 60s, Golden Sun was in like the 40s, so it should be around 50, 60 episodes, depending on how much gosh dang talking there is. So we'll see. This week I'm going to be recording a lot. It's going to be a busy week. Also, I'm going to hopefully be having a guest on Harvest Moon this week, so look forward to that. So that's videos. Also today is going to be a Super Castlevania 4 stream video. Last week we streamed Scribblenauts Showdown on release. I put the VOD up on YouTube as the first impressions. It's long because it's a stream, but it was a fun game. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad we got it. I don't have the case with me. Usually I show you guys the case, but I have it. I own it. Let's see, as for other things, there was a Star Allies demo that came out last week. Very fun. I'm very excited. Also for hype, I made myself a Twitch emote. I'm an affiliate on Twitch, and on streams I have a few subscribers, so I decided to finally make a Twitch emote. And surprise, it's Angry Goompa. So, Goompapa. So, yeah, if you subscribe to Sephiroth4 on Twitch, you get this fancy Sephiroth4 Goompapa, because I don't get to choose the prefix because I'm an affiliate. But yeah, I got it approved, and so if anybody here, I mean, I have 3 subscribers right now. Shade, Secret Fury, and Dr. Falcon. So, yeah, it's good stuff. It's there, and it looks good. It looks good on Twitch. So if you want to get in on that, feel free to subscribe. But yeah, also, so before we get to the direct, I did a whole bunch of drawing this week. This week I decided instead of a big project, I would try to do a whole bunch of little stuff, and that was drawing all of the confidants in Persona 5. I did like 5 or 4 each night for 5 days, so yeah, I got a lot of drawing. So this is Sunday? The 4th, yeah, so this was Sunday. It was Ryuji, God, teacher is Kawakami, Haru, Morgana, and Makoto. I know the Makoto isn't great, but I didn't want to just draw regular. I wanted to try draw Queen, but but yeah, so just a little bit of everybody up there. Excuse me. There's close-up pictures on Twitter if you want to see. Night 2 was Tai Takemi, Yusuke, Joker, Futaba, and An. So yeah, I really like how Takami came out, and I like how An came out as well. Her hair is a lot more easier to draw than a lot of these other characters. Let me tell you, this wasn't easy. This, like, because of the way it blooms out, it's not easy. Night 3 was Tornosuke, Iwai, Sojiro, Sai Nijima, and Goro catch a gang punch in the face because he deserves it. Try to get this so it doesn't fold, but yeah, so I really like how he came out. Yoshida? Tornosuke Yoshida? I don't know. I don't remember their names. I'd have to keep looking it up. Sojiro's kind of at a weird angle, but I still like how he looks. He didn't look right till I made like that little thing in the back of his hair sticking out. But he has an interesting beard. And I also like how Iwai came out. Night 4 was more detail and less people. Chihaya, Oya, and it's amazing. I wrote the names down and then I just completely forgot. Chihaya, Oya, and Shinya, right? Fortune, Devil, not Devil. Yeah, Fortune, Devil, and Star, right? No. Tower. Star. Was Togo Star? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played the game. It's been a while since last week when I looked up their confidant things. I'm really good at this, but yeah, I just like how the faces came out here. Again, her hair, annoying. I just love the expression on his face. He's just a little smug little jerk. And the final night was Mishima, Hifumi Togo, Justine and Caroline, and Igor. She's the star. She's star. He's tower. Okay. He's moon. They're strength, and Igor is fool. But yeah, I really like how they came out. I started the picture with like just drawing them side by side. Like I didn't do one and then drew the other on top of it. I just like did parallel, so that it wouldn't come out weird. And I just like how that came out. Little Igor down there. But yeah. So that was an entire week of cute little drawings, and I really enjoyed it. It was fun to do. I'm gonna try to do that in the future with other series, maybe other Persona games, Pokemon, something, I don't know. Whatever I'm really feeling at the time, really. But yeah, it's nice to make little projects. Like each of these took like 5 or 10 minutes. This was obviously longer, but like each of these was like less time. Just because it's less detail, it's smaller scope, it's not digital with line work and things like that. So um, it's less time and therefore more product and things like that. But I just like the how some of these look. Some of them aren't great, but like some of them came out really well. And the Persona style is just it's difficult in some places. The hair in is very exact on certain characters, and the eyes are also very hard to get right. Have to redraw those a lot, and obviously the mouth, the lips and everything. Everybody has lips. So it's always very interesting to try to draw that. And yeah, so I'll try to do that. But anyway, that's it for the regular update. Now we're going to talk about the Direct. Ooh boy. Alright, so I'm not going to have everything here on the Direct, but for the stuff that I did notice, there was a lot of stuff here. Oh my gosh, like, I wasn't really expecting a lot for the Direct. I wanted them to announce, like, stuff that's going to be coming out, because we don't really have much going for us this year, except for, like, Kirby and Yoshi. So, yeah, we wanted more information on just games in general that the Switch is getting and the 3DS and stuff, but so we got they announced WarioWare Gold, which looks like it's an update to WarioWare. It's kind of like the original plus more stuff attached to it, and with like the touch controls and stuff for 3DS. So that looked pretty cool. WarioWare is always fun. A Bowser's Inside Story remake, which I was not expecting. They just completely skipped Partners in Time, went straight to Bowser's Inside Story. Not sure why. I'm assuming just because they liked that game better. Maybe because they're just trying to promote something else alongside it, or maybe it was just easier to work with because it has. It was probably easier to port the engine from Superstar Saga to Bowser's Inside Story than Superstar Saga to Partners in Time, because Partners in Time is a completely different mechanic of 4 characters at once. This one is either 1 character or 2, and they just had to remake the large Bowser section. So I can understand that. I might get it. Bowser's Inside Story was good, but it didn't hold my attention as well. Pretty much everything after Partners in Time didn't hold my attention. I don't know why. It changed. Superstar Saga is still my favorite, though. Let's see. They talked about Detective Pikachu, which I'm excited for. It's coming out in 2 weeks. Kirby's coming out at the end. We'll talk about that in a second, but Kirby's coming out at the end of this week. I'm very excited. They announced a new Dylan game, like Dylan's Rolling Western thing. So that was interesting. Luigi's Mansion 3DS. I didn't see that coming at all. It makes sense because they already have the engine from Dark Moon, so we're finally going to have a good Luigi's Mansion game on the 3DS, and I'm excited for that. It's going to have background music, like, isn't that going to be cool? Unique ghosts. I have a thing against Dark Moon. I couldn't beat it. It was too repetitive and, like, you had to go out of your way to 100% it. This is a much tighter experience. I'm looking forward to seeing how they made it work. Let's see. They talked about Kirby Star Allies and DLC that's coming out in the summer, and that's going to be adding partner allies, like from Kirby's Dream Land 2, Rick, Ku, and Kine, Gooey from Dream Land 3, Marks from Kirby Superstar. So, like, that's really cool. I'm glad that they're bringing those guys in, and that's going to make all sorts of fun combinations available with them as well. Again, I played the demo, and they have... It's not Kirby 64, it's different. Like, you don't combine your power with, like, another thing. What you do is that you have certain powers that are combinable. Like, your sword can get upgraded, or, like, your stone power can get upgraded for a moment and things like that. Like, if you have a sword and you have a partner who is the fire guy, so you can, like, tell it to upgrade you, and the fire guy blows fire on you, and you get a flame sword, or an electric sword, or whatever, water sword. So there's stuff like that, and obviously there's the regular abilities that are really fun, but also, if you have, like, Cutter and, like, Rock and Water, or Rock and Ice, it's, like, not everything is unique. Like, some of them do overlap. Instead of getting a permanent ability change like with the fire and sword, you just turn into a curling stone and just smash forward, like you rocket forward across the ground, and it's really really fun. I'm just glad that they put the curling stone in because it's one of my favorite powers in Kirby 64. You also have abilities that activate in certain areas, kind of like the hyper mode and stuff like that in Kirby Triple Deluxe, where you can have all four of your party members and you do a special attack, and it does a whole bunch of fun stuff. But the AI is very good so far that I've seen in the game. And yeah, it's not Kirby 64, but it looks like it's taking elements from a whole load of Kirby games and putting them together into like a game that it just feels like it's a love letter to like Kirby styles. And I really like that. I really like that, like when they take bits and pieces from all over the place and combine it into one fun product. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to Star Allies, essentially. They also announced, surprisingly, but not surprisingly to some people, I guess, Okami HD HD. I call it Okami HD HD because we got Okami HD a while ago, and then they made an HD version of that. So it's Okami HD HD to me. So the Switch is getting it, and it's going to have touchscreen support, which is fantastic because the game requires drawing. So that's going to be coming out soon, and I'm probably going to get it, and I'm probably going to play it, and it's going to be really nice to have a portable Okami game that isn't Okami-den. Okami-den was okay. I have it. It's not my favorite, but it's not a bad game, despite my snark on Twitter. But Okami is a completely different game than Okami-den, and it's going to be nice just to have that. They also announced more stuff about Project Octopath Traveler, which seems to be maintaining that name despite the fact it was a working title. I still think, based on the box art, that it's not 100% set, but I feel like that they couldn't think of a better name, and we're probably going to get that. So they announced like a limited edition for it and stuff. It looks pretty cool. There was like a sushi game with anime cutscenes that they had announced a while back also. That's just interesting. They talked about No More Heroes 3, which people were kind of like, because it's not No More Heroes. It's like a different type of game. It's like mini games and stuff. I don't know what to think about it because I never played the first two in the first place. They talked about the Dark Souls port for the Switch, which is looking good, and they announced an amiibo for it. The whatever of Solaire. I don't play the game. I don't know, but it's the Praise the Sun guy. So there's gonna be a Praise the Sun amiibo. It's gonna be so fun. People are loving that. They talked about tennis, the new tennis game, which I'm sure I could remember the name if I remembered it. I'm not going to be getting it just because I don't really play the Mario sports games, but it looks good. Chain Chomp is a character now. They have breakable weapons, which, I don't know, Breath of the Wild has gone too far in my opinion. And it looks pretty good though. It definitely looks fun. It has a story mode, which is always important to me in like these types of games, just not to have only competitive mode. Also, there's online tournaments, so that's cool too. They announced ports of Treasure Tracker to both Switch and 3DS. I missed the 3DS one at first, but it's to both of them. So that's pretty cool. It's also going to be including like Mario Odyssey themed levels, so it's like a port with more stuff in it. It's always nice to have. Undertale is coming to Switch eventually. There have been rumors for that for a while. I mean, there's rumors that it was going to come to Wii U, and that never happened, but it's going to come to Switch eventually. Also, Switch is partnering with Game Maker Studio or something, so that people can export their games to it. So I feel like that's connected to the Undertale announcement that they're actually working on the Switch port now. So we're probably going to see a lot of Game Maker related games seeking to be ported to Switch. But yeah, it's always good. Undertale's a good game. Little Nightmares is coming to Switch, which I never played it, but I watched a Let's Play. It's a very interesting game. South Park: The Fractured But Whole is coming to Switch, and that was interesting. I don't know why they're not bringing the Stick of Truth, but I didn't play through enough of the second game to see how much nudity there is, but they have it in the first, so maybe that's why. There's a There's an interesting scene in the first game, in the Stick of Truth. A few of them. Very South Park. So maybe that's why that's not making it, and maybe they didn't add those into the second game. I don't know. But, yes, that was... I wasn't expecting that. Hyrule Warriors Super Mega Duper Complete Edition is coming eventually, sometime in, like, May or something. May or June. So yeah, I'm calling it that because like we already got a lot of editions. We had like Hyrule Warriors and the 3DS one, which had like more stuff, and then they kept adding to both of them. So this is going to be Super Duper Mega Complete Edition. And they so something really cool to Splatoon 2. They're adding a story DLC with Octolink characters. So I'm like, yeah, it looks really cool. There was a isopod that looks like Dr. Eggman, and yeah, it looked cool. And then after that, they started showing the trailer for this first Splatoon game. Proton John pointed out that that's what it was on stream. When I first saw it, I was like, wait, is this a Splatoon 1 thing? Because I recognize the inkling and stuff. Like, yeah, this is a Splatoon 1 thing. Are they like making an HD port of the first one when the second one just got story DLC? Like, what's going on? But nope. Inklings for Smash. Also, there's Smash Brothers. I wasn't expecting Smash, honestly. I thought that they would wait at least a year or talk about it later in the year, but no. Apparently we're getting it this year. We'll see how that works, but yeah, it just showed us silhouettes of some of the main cast. We saw Mario and Link, and people have pointed out like Bowser and Samus and Donkey Kong and a few others, and the speculation has begun. Listen, I just have a few things that I want. let me take out my big list of Smash ideas. I want Wonder Red from Wonderful 101 as a character. He can use the Unite Morphs as his various abilities. It's so simple to do. At least make him an assist trophy and not just a regular trophy, just something. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get a Wonderful 101 port sometime. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. I want Wonder Red. Isaac from Golden Sun. At least bring him back as an assist trophy. Why did you take him out? Get rid of Lucina or something. I don't know. We have too many Fire Emblem characters. Amaterasu. I know it's a third party, and that's when people just start going crazy with speculation. She's not in Marvel vs. Capcom anymore. You're getting Okami HD on the system. Do it. You can do it. As for other stuff, I don't know. I still like the idea of Paper Mario being a character, but I don't think that they're going to do that. At least make him assist trophy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Breath of the Wild Link. I've discussed this with a few people now, Breath of the Wild Link should ditch the spin attack as his save and make it Rivali's Gale with the parasail. That would be so good. It would be kind of like a Snake from Brawl. You know, he had the robot thing that could fly him around. You know, you gain a little height and then you move around. Rivali's Gale plus the paraglider would be perfect. Just, I mean, and his final smash could be the Divine Beast, the Divine Beasts or whatever. You know, using their fancy laser attack. You know, he could have a counter like Daruk's protection instead of bomb or something. I don't know. There's a lot of potential for this Link is what I'm saying. Also, Mario could have, you know, the Odyssey stuff. And anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing how they tweak the game if they do. They are going to. But question to you, I've already asked this on Twitter. Do you think that this is going to be A, Smash Bros. 5, B, Smash Bros. 4 port, or C, like a 4.5? Like a port of 4, but with enough changes to make it its own entity. Personally, I think it's going to be its own thing because they're not sticking... Since this is a portable system, they're not going to make a 3DS version. I don't think they're going to make a 3DS version. Which means that they don't have to nerf the main game in order to accommodate the 3DS like they did. Which means that we can get Ice Climbers back. Sheik and Zelda could become one character again. Things like that. So excuse me. So yeah, I think that they're going to accommodate that and actually make it like its own game and not just a port, because the port is going to have to like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be 4. It might be 4.5. I'm leaning more towards 5. I don't think that they just want to port it over as a slap job, you know? Anyway, let me know what you think about that. What is your favorite announcement at the Direct if you're still listening? And what you looking forward to? We got Ni no Kuni 2 coming up in a week, along with Detective Pikachu, and we've got Kirby at the end of this week. And yeah, next month we got Labo and God of War and things like that, so good times are coming. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth 04 with a weekly update. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.